is, just raise your hand and I'll call. Coach.
Excuse me. Really proud of our guys, man. I thought they played extremely hard early, did a lot of really good things. Offensively, needed to get the ball in the end zone on some of the red zone possessions. But defensively, we're relentless, controlled the line of scrimmage, created some negatives on the run game and the sacks, and did enough to get off the field on third downs. And offensively, got going, and were able to put the ball in the end zone. Special teams were solid besides the one return. But, man, a lot of really good things and good win. Our fan base, can't say enough about it, phenomenal. Driving in, seeing all the orange, banging on the bus, getting into the stadium, seeing it, everywhere inside of the stadium. Just appreciate our fan base, man. Our players do too. They feel that energy and excitement from them. So thank you.
Start with questions. David, then Austin.
Coach, David from Associates.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. First 5-0 start since 2016. What does that just say about the program and where the program is headed?
Man, it says that we found a way to be the best team on the field the last 5 weeks. And our players have worked hard. They expect to play in a really good way, expect to win. Love this group. They continue to get better in their practice habits. They love one another. They have fun while we're competing every day. And, I think that shows up in the way that they play, too.
Back to Dave.
Okay. Josh, did you sense this, or could you sense this? I mean, this certainly seems like the most thorough performance you've had against the quality in this type of setting. What led to this, and could you sense it coming?
What led to it is the work and the effort and the preparation that our players have put into it, our staff too. I don't give them enough credit at times, probably, just with you guys. Our staff does a great job and prepare and consistency, giving them a great plan. Our players work and work the entire week to figure the plan out and to play with tempo and speed and effort and technique. And, I said it a week ago, like we've been a long ways away from playing our best football. I'll still say that today, too. There's a lot that we can get better at. We'll need to do that next week. But the thing that I love about this program is that everybody inside of it comes to compete every single day, and they enjoy doing that together. And it sounds like it should be everywhere. It's rare that you find that type of energy inside of a program.
You had JJ and Dane step up. You had D. Williams over a huge punt return in his first game of the season.
Yeah.
Best all around in all three phases game of your tenure here, and then what's better? Watching your fans in your house 10 minutes after the game's over, still full, or watching theirs ran out?
Today's a great environment on the road. You love the energy from our fan base here. Like, you love the energy from our fan base. You could feel it as soon as we drove anywhere near campus. There was nothing like playing in Neyland. Can't wait for next week's atmosphere. Expect it to be absolutely electric.
Tim, then Eric.
Coach, I've covered a lot of games in this stadium, and I've never seen it taken over like that. I know you talked a little bit about the fans already, but just the atmosphere after the game and the way they took the stadium over. What do you think of that?
Yeah, the energy from the very beginning, though, like you could feel it as soon as we got anywhere near the stadium. And when our players walked out, man, our fans were in their seats early. You could feel their energy, and as the game unfolded, man, they were a factor and a part of the game for us. And it's rare that you have a fan base that travels the way that ours is right now, man. It's a great time in Rocky Top, and we appreciate our fans.
Eric?
Josh, edge players, Young, Harrison, Joshua Joseph, stepped out. They got after the quarterback a little bit today. What can you say about those three guys and your defense overall getting better? Daniels?
Yeah, defense, really good performance, controlled and dominated the line of scrimmage. Gave up some plays in the pass game, but found a way to keep them out of the end zone for the most part. Relentless energy, inside of the pocket from our front four guys. Pressures when we brought it. Our edge guys did a great job of collapsing the pocket, but we got enough push inside, too, that there wasn't anywhere for him to escape out of. The lanes tightened up on him, which we knew was going to be a huge factor in the game.
Adam, then Joe.
Your defense was criticized after the Florida game, and then they come back and play well in the ways that you just said. What do you think about this team's ability to respond to a challenge when they don't play well?
I think our players have great belief in each other. That's on their unit. It's on the other unit. At the end of the day, our challenge is to be +1 or more at the end of a football game. However that looks, all three phases together. Our guys are prideful. They care. They work. They compete. And that's why they're going to continue to get better. Love their performance today.
Josh, how's Mincy? Why the change to Davis early at left tackle? What's your evaluation of that group overall right now? How they're
Yeah, been
playing?
really solid, really good, man. Henry can't do what he's been doing if he's not getting protected up front. You know what I mean? And so those guys have been really good. Dane, with Mincy not going and JJ playing, we had planned just Coach Ellerby, there was going to be a rotation at that spot. JJ wasn't going to go the entire way, the entire day, and so it just kind of within the flow of the game, opportunity to get JJ a little bit of rest and get Dane in the football game.
Ryan and Patrick.
How would you assess you guys' run game today?
Man, 4 minute was really good. I'm sure you'd like to finish it with scoring a touchdown, but I don't know. You guys know how much time we took off the clock on that one? Anybody? No.
8 minutes.
8 minutes. Okay. And then we're able to be efficient, and pass protection was really good too. So thought we operated and functioned really well in the run game today.
Coach, the opening kickoff, how big a play was that? And also D's punt return, why his first, I guess, play here was
Yeah, D back there just because we believe in him and have trust in him, and from the time that he's got on campus, in the summer to training camp, when he's back there natural, tracking the football, has a really good feel when the ball's in his hands, and has vision and speed to take it, be electric, so I anticipated him doing it. The first one was a big one from him. Obviously the turnover on the initial kickoff, flipped the momentum early in the football game, and we were able to get 7 and play from ahead.
Wes, Trey, then Mike.
You talked about the running game, Josh, but with Jabari Small in particular, it's a couple games in a row where I know he banged up that shoulder a little bit earlier, but seems to get a lot of tough yards the past couple of games. What have you seen from him?
Toughness, been really decisive, played with great pad level, runs his feet on contact, gets +2 or a whole lot more. The O-line has done a really good job of finishing their surge too, and thought all those running backs did a really good job when given the opportunity.
Josh, talking about the mature nature of your team, you now go on the road to Pittsburgh, you now come on the road to Baton Rouge, and you've found ways to win games in the second half, put teams away. What is it about this team? What is it about the leadership that you've noticed over the past 6 weeks leading to where we are?
Yeah, I think they're on the same page. They're fighting for the same goals. They understand their plans on their unit and compete really hard. They love each other. And they love competing every day. Like last week's practice, Tuesday and Wednesday, just the way we finished, man. It's a fun team to be around in the way that they practice, and it's because of our staff and the buy-in they've gotten from their position players, and collectively as a program, the culture that's there.
Josh, 2 things. One, defensively, why was it such a different performance than it was against Florida? And the opening kickoff looked like it was intentionally short. Was that the plan on that play?
The defensively, we played better. This is a game of inches. There's really small things that add up to the big things that everybody see. We still gave up a couple 3rd and longs today, but we were a lot better on 3rd downs than we were a week ago. We got Florida into some 3rd and longs too, and just let them off the hook. That's quarterback making plays, escaping. It's us not playing tight enough coverage. Got to continue to get better, but I love the effort of this group today, man.
David Pascal and Joe.
Josh, can you talk about that early sequence in the second quarter where they throw it away on 3rd down, you stuff them on 4th, and then that's usually a time.
Talking about right before half?
No, at the start of the second quarter where you go for the jugular to make it 20-0.
Oh, okay.
At
Yeah,
45.
where we got a short field right there.
Right. How big of a sequence was that as far as how this thing
it was one of the sequences that helped change the way the game was played. I think it was a 2-possession game at that time, flipped it to maybe a 3-possession game. It's a great throw and catch by Jalen and Hendon, and was a huge play in the game. Defensively, I'm looking at it. They're 0 for 3 on 4th downs. That's a huge part of the game, and gave us short fields a couple of times on those 4th downs. So critical plays. We played a lot better today defensively.
How much of a boost do you think a performance like this can be going into a game like you have next? And what do you think this next week's going to be like for you guys?
I expect it to be, as far as our approach from our guys, I expect it to be like it has been. Everybody understands the opponent that we have. It's important that our players and staff enjoy this one tonight on the ride home. And as a staff, you turn to the next one tomorrow, and players will turn to it on Monday. Everybody knows who's coming to town and the opportunity that we have. So I expect next Saturday to be an electric atmosphere. Can't imagine it wouldn't be louder, more hostile than it was for Florida, and looking forward to that.
Thank you, Coach. We'll have players shortly.